when you think about the great point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game has seen, they are going to go down in history.
The Indiana Fever, a team that has experienced both highs and lows over the years, is now standing on the brink of a new era. This new beginning is largely due to two major factors: the arrival of Stephanie White as head coach and the incredible rise of Caitlin Clark, who is already one of the most exciting players in the WNBA.
Stephanie White has officially landed in Indiana. She has just finished her first press conference as the new Indiana head coach, even did a little photo shoot with some of the girlies. I mean, this future is bright with Indiana. They're going to be coming out hot. Now, granted, some of them are playing overseas right now, so the whole team couldn't be there, but...
The Fever has long been a team with potential, but they haven't been able to turn that potential into consistent success in recent seasons. Now, with White at the helm, there's a renewed sense of purpose and optimism as fans, players, and management all start to believe that a championship could be within reach.
The kind of stuff that's happening and has been happening over the last few months is because of Caitlin Clark.
Stephanie White's arrival comes with a promise, a commitment to transform the Fever into a championship-caliber team. This isn't an easy promise to make in the competitive world of the WNBA, but White is not one to shy away from challenges. She believes in the Fever's potential, especially with Caitlin Clark leading the charge on the court. Clark, often called a generational talent, has already shown that she can carry the team, leading them to the playoffs in the past season. Now, White wants to take that individual brilliance and channel it into a well-rounded team effort that can bring home a championship.
Have you spoken, I'm curious, to Caitlin, and what was that conversation, if you can share any of that?
Yeah, I spoke with Caitlin last night, and I think just overall excitement. You know, I have been watching Caitlin play since she was an 8th grader when I was coaching at the college realm and covering her games in college, and just an exciting time for me. Very excited to be working with her and this young team.
This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory for Indiana Fever fans. With White's strategic mind and Clark's natural talent, there's a palpable sense of hope that the Fever could finally have what it takes to go all the way. But of course, this journey won't be without its challenges. Can White create a system that allows Clark to shine without being overburdened? Can the team find the right supporting cast to make a real championship run? These are the questions on everyone's mind as the 2025 season approaches.
As much as you just embrace it, embrace where we are. Think about the momentum moving forward, where we wanted this league to be and where we still aspire for it to go. And just embrace this moment, embrace this opportunity, continue to help this team, this franchise be better, position ourselves for success.
White brings with her a coaching style that is both supportive and demanding. She believes in pushing her players to reach their full potential, but she also recognizes the importance of personal development. As a former WNBA player herself, she understands what it's like to compete at this level and the physical and mental toll it can take. This insight allows her to connect with her players in a way that few coaches can. She can empathize with their struggles, and she knows when to push and when to pull back. Her approach is based on respect, hard work, and a relentless drive to win. White's vision for Caitlin Clark goes beyond just helping her score more points or grab more rebounds. She sees Clark as the centerpiece of the Fever's future, a player who can inspire her teammates and lead them by example. Clark is already one of the most talented players in the league, known for her impressive scoring ability, her deep shooting range, and her creative playmaking. But White believes there's still room for growth. Under White's guidance, Clark can develop a more well-rounded game that includes improved defense, smarter shot selection, and a stronger sense of game management, something Christy Sides couldn't do.
Y'all, it just keeps getting messier. Of course, by now, you know the Indiana Fever fired Christy Sides. And after the firing was completed, Christy Sides said this. She said, "Leave it better than you found it," with a peace sign. I don't know what's going on with the Indiana Fever, but things are definitely sour. This is the most WNBA offseason drama I have ever witnessed. But for a coach to say this, instead of saying thanks to the Indiana Fever, thanks to my team, thanks to my coaches, yada, 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 lets me know that the Indiana Fever has some things going on. Whoever takes over this head coaching job, good luck.
In order for Stephanie White to take charge and implement her vision, the Fever had to make some significant changes, including parting ways with former head coach Christy Sides and general manager Lynn Dunn. This decision was not taken lightly, as both Sides and Dunn had contributed a great deal to the organization. However, the Fever's management ultimately felt that a fresh start was needed if they wanted to reach the next level. Sides was dedicated, but she faced a number of challenges that hindered her success. One of her biggest struggles was in-game decision-making. In the fast-paced world of WNBA basketball, coaches need to be able to make quick adjustments, call the right plays, and manage player rotations effectively. Unfortunately, Sides struggled with these aspects, which led to missed opportunities and close losses. Lynn Dunn, the general manager, was responsible for the team's roster decisions and overall strategy. Dunn has a wealth of experience and is well respected in the basketball community. However, some of her decisions didn't align with the Fever's needs for building a championship-caliber team. While Dunn brought in some talented players, the team lacked the cohesion and depth needed to compete with the top teams. Ultimately, the Fever's management decided that they needed a new direction, one that could bring out the best in their star player, Caitlin Clark, while also building a stronger supporting cast.
Got to figure out, like I gave her a rule the other day, she's got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. When she gets off the ball and she hits one of our high posts and somebody in the high post, she has a habit of hanging out and dancing. That's what she's done. It's these habits that we've got to break.
By bringing in Stephanie White, the Fever hoped to create a more unified, focused, and competitive team. White has a clear vision for how she wants the team to play, and with her leadership, the Fever are moving toward a future where they can consistently compete for championships. Caitlin Clark was the heart and soul of the Indiana Fever's success last season. Her impact on the court went far beyond her impressive stats. She was a leader, an inspiration, and a driving force that lifted the team to new heights. When Caitlin Clark is on the court, her energy is contagious. Her teammates feed off her intensity, and her willingness to make bold plays encourages them to step up their own games. Clark's playmaking ability, especially her fast and accurate passes, creates scoring opportunities for her teammates. Her vision on the court allows her to see plays before they happen, setting up her teammates in ways that few other players can. This Clark effect was one of the key reasons the Fever were able to make it to the playoffs. Her presence on the court gave her teammates the confidence they needed to play at their best. Clark's leadership inspired everyone around her, from her fellow players to the coaching staff, and her impact was felt in every game.
The Caitlin Clark effect is definitely real. I mean, we can all see that. However, experiencing it in person is totally different. The amount of 22s that I saw on the way to the arena and inside the Capital One Arena might as well have just been a home game for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is more than just a talented player. She's a natural leader. Even when the team was struggling, she remained positive, focused, and determined. Her ability to lead by example, both in her performance and her attitude, made a huge difference for the Fever. Clark's resilience and work ethic earned her the respect of her teammates, who looked to her as the team's anchor. Her leadership was a key factor in the Fever's ability to turn their season around, and it's one of the main reasons fans are so excited to see what she can accomplish under Stephanie White's guidance. One of the biggest issues the Fever faced last season was the difficulty in closing out games. Under Christy Sides, the team often struggled with late-game decisions and adjustments, leading to several missed opportunities. In the WNBA, games can change in an instant. Coaches need to be able to adapt to the flow of the game, make quick substitutions, and call plays that maximize their team's chances of winning. Unfortunately, Sides had difficulty making these adjustments. She often stuck to the same game plan, even when it wasn't working, which led to predictable play and allowed opponents to exploit the Fever's weaknesses. Fans also picked up on Christy's heartwarming video to Aaliyah Boston when she won Rookie of the Year, in comparison to Caitlin's.
Aaliyah Boston, you are amazing. Congratulations. What an amazing thing for you and for our franchise, you being Rookie of the Year. everything you've done for us. You've made us better. You're going to continue to make us better. But congrats. So proud of you. You deserve every bit of that.
Lynn, just wanted to say congratulations on Rookie of the Year. You've worked extremely hard to get this and to earn this award. Congratulations.
Another area where Sides struggled was in managing Clark's playing time. Clark is an incredibly talented player, but she's also human. She needs rest to stay at her best, both physically and mentally. Sides often kept Clark on the court for extended periods, which led to fatigue and affected her performance. By the end of many games, Clark was visibly tired, and her shooting and decision-making suffered as a result. This over-reliance on Clark not only put her at risk of injury, but also made it difficult for the team to perform consistently. Stephanie White brings a different approach to coaching. She understands the importance of balance, giving Clark the support she needs while also allowing her to rest and recover. White's plan is to create a system where every player has a role, reducing the pressure on Clark and allowing her to perform at her best. By managing Clark's minutes more effectively, White hopes to keep her fresh for the entire season, including the playoffs. This approach also includes focusing on teamwork and ensuring that every player understands their role and contributes to the team's success.
When I'm, looking at all these things that people are talking about with Caitlin Clark, it's like, guys, chill out. Like, she's gonna be fine. Like, it's 2 games in. Are you kidding me? She's a student of the game. She got better every year. You're not going to just absorb all of the new information that's coming at you in 2 games, in 2 weeks. It takes time, and she will. I have no doubt about it. She's a student of the game. She continues to get better. And these are also points that coaches then address. Hey, let's continue to work on this, but it's really hard to work on some of those things in season. So this might be an off-season thing, right? Let's continue to play to our strengths. Let's find different ways to get the ball to our players. And then when we get time in the off-season, then we'll work on that next step or that next level.
The combination of White's coaching experience and Clark's talent has created a wave of optimism. Fans believe that White's strategies will allow Clark to reach her full potential, and they're excited to see how the two will work together. This partnership has the potential to be one of the most dynamic in the league, with White providing the guidance and Clark bringing the energy and skill. There's a strong belief among fans that this duo could lead the Fever to the championship they've been waiting for. For Fever fans, a championship is more than just a goal. It's a dream they've held on to for years. With White's leadership and Clark's drive, there's a feeling that this season could finally be the one where everything falls into place. The Fever have a chance to make history, and fans are ready to support them every step of the way. Whether it's attending games, cheering from home, or following every update, the fan base is united in their hope for a championship.
And leave it better than you found it, which was also kind of cryptic. Christy Sides isn't really too active on social media, so this was a rare post from her. But maybe she was blindsided by this news. Maybe she thought that she would be returning.
Central to this transformation is Caitlin Clark, the young star who has already proven her value on the court. For fans, Clark represents the heart and soul of the Fever, a player who not only delivers impressive stats, but also inspires everyone around her. Her intense style of play, her relentless energy, and her ability to elevate her teammates have made her the cornerstone of the Fever's strategy. Under White's guidance, Clark has the opportunity to take her game to new heights, to refine her leadership, and to bring her team closer to their championship aspirations. This relationship between coach and player is filled with potential and could become one of the most defining partnerships in the WNBA.
It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing. We can't assign it.
The Fever's journey to a championship, however, won't be easy. The WNBA is a league filled with talented teams, seasoned coaches, and elite players, all of whom have their own dreams of lifting the championship trophy. The Fever will need to bring their best game every night to outsmart and outplay formidable opponents and to build a level of resilience that can carry them through the toughest moments of the season. Beyond the on-court strategy, White and Clark will also need to cultivate a strong sense of unity within the team. Championships aren't won by individuals. they're won by cohesive teams where every player understands their role and feels valued. White's goal is to create a culture where each player feels invested in the team's success, where the focus isn't just on individual achievements, but on collective growth.
So she seems pretty pumped. And no shade to Christy Sides, or is it? The Indiana Fever players seemed pretty pumped too. 4 out of 5 of the Indiana Fever starters have posted to their Instagram welcoming Stephanie White to the Fever, with the exception of Kelsey Mitchell, who is playing in China and still has not signed with the Fever for next season yet. We have Caitlin Clark posting, Lexi Hull posting, Aaliyah Boston, and not surprisingly, Nalissa Smith. She even added a song, Lucky, which leads me to wonder what the future for Nalissa Smith is with the Indiana Fever. Her brother, Rodney Smith, who is a very vocal voice on Twitter and very obviously pretty anti-Christy Sides for the majority of the season, he went on Twitter and posted Stephanie White interviewing Nalissa Smith in her college days, showing his support for the move. So who knows, was the problem really Sides after all?
For Fever fans, this season represents a renewed sense of hope and excitement. These fans have been with the team through the highs and lows, supporting them with unwavering loyalty, even when the odds seemed stacked against them. Now, they have something truly special to look forward to. A team with a promising new coach, a star player with the potential to be one of the best in the league, and a commitment to excellence that is palpable. The Fever fan base is eager to see how White's strategies and Clark's leadership will unfold on the court. They're ready to cheer on their team, to celebrate every victory, and to stand by them through every challenge. For these fans, the journey is just as important as the destination, and they're thrilled to be part of it.
This team is literally 3 players away. They need a center, a forward, and a couple dogs. That's it. They need some Rottweilers, like some. They need one of those. Seriously, the ones that bite the ankles, some chihuahuas.
As the season opener approaches, the anticipation continues to build. The Fever's journey to a championship will require focus, hard work, and perhaps a little bit of luck. But with the pieces now in place, fans and analysts alike are beginning to believe that this could indeed be the season that changes everything. The road ahead may be challenging, but with Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark leading the way, anything feels possible. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.